Hello everybody and welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be doing something a little bit different and showing you some neat tips and tricks for winning Minecraft Manhunt, which you may have seen in some videos made by Dream. It's a really great game, so if you ever want to try it out, here's some things that can help you win. Now, these aren't limited to just being a speedrunner or just being a hunter. These are useful for a player regardless of whether they're the hunter or the runner. Sprint jump whenever possible. It actually does make a difference. It's not a huge difference, but sometimes the little things can come up big in the end. What I mean by this is, as opposed to just sprinting, like so, you're still moving at a pretty decent clip, but it can go a lot better. You should still sprint, but also spam jump while you're sprinting under these things, and you will actually go a decent bit faster. Now, this isn't a humongous difference, but it's noticeable, and sometimes it just helps to have that little extra bit of speed. Speaking of shields, make one. These things can be the difference between life and death. They can stop creeper attacks, skeleton arrows, swords, you name it. Shields are a very important tool for your survival, speedrunner or hunter. Once you're done with the nether, once you've got more than enough blaze rods, or a safe amount, and hopefully, if you ran across some nether wart, make some potions, if and only if you have enough blaze rods, or an excess amount of blaze rods. Make some potions. They're relatively simple to make. As you can see, a brewing stand, and then you just need some glass bottles, some water, and then a bit of nether wart. Obviously, plus the respective ingredients. In his manhunts before, Dream has saved his own life with fire resistance, snuck by the hunters and confused them with invisibility, and destroyed the hunters with strength, although it obviously works the other way. Potions can come in really clutch, and are very handy if you have the resources to make them, so make them when you can. You don't have to learn to MLG water to get rid of your fall damage. Say you're escaping, you jump off a cliff like this, you're dead. However, if you've got a boat on you, things work a little bit differently. If you've got time to place down a boat, then you are all set. See, we placed down a boat, right it off the edge, and no fall damage at all. Now, this one is really easy. It's a little bit harder because you have to place down the boat and then get into it, but the boat's really cheap, and if you've got a couple of blocks separation, you should be able to get it down and escape off the edge of some cliff with your boat. Speaking of boats, they're not only useful for getting rid of fall damage, they're also very useful for escaping. Say you're being tailed by a hunter or two, you can lead them to an ocean, throw down a boat, and presto, you're pretty much home free unless they've got one too. It's only 5 wood planks of any kind to make one, so really cheap and can be a real lifesaver. And this obviously works the other way around too, but it's gonna be most useful for a speedrunner. Besides the boat, there are many other things that you can do to break your fall, including, but not only, hay bales. As you can see, that took away a lot of fall damage. It doesn't totally get rid of it, but it took away a decent amount. We would have normally taken a lot more, so it works pretty well. Same thing with beds. It takes away a lot of the fall damage. And obviously the classic water bucket. There are many other things you can use, such as falling onto a horse, like riding a horse as you are falling. Dream's done this. Or falling onto a ladder, placing a ladder below you. Falling onto a cobweb. Even a slime block, but I doubt you'll have access to those. Point being, there are tons of ways to save yourself from fall damage. I'm sure you know that villages are already valuable sources of food, trade, and various other things. But when you go into a village, make sure to grab the hay bales. Each hay bale equals 9 pieces of wheat or 3 pieces of bread, and there's often a lot of hay bales, so it is a very valuable food source. Speaking of which, if you've got the time, make a hoe. As you can see here, mining it with your hand is not too slow, but not too fast either. Mining it with a hoe is a whole lot faster. It's not vital to your survival, but it can shave off a few seconds if you need it. If you're the hunter and you make it to the end right after the speedrunner, before you go through the portal to kill the speedrunner, put down a bed and sleep in it, or simply right-click on it to set your spawn. The reason that this makes a difference is because if you die in the end, instead of respawning wherever you were, you'll respawn right here, and you can immediately walk back through the portal and resume attacking whoever the speedrunner is. So I think that is going to be about it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope this can give you a little edge if you decide to try out Speedrunner versus Hunter for yourself. It's a lot of fun. I play all the time. So I hope you guys learned something, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.